Well, good morning. I am in my bathrobe still. I'm just finishing up my breakfast in bed, but I want to share with you my experience here at the Islamabad Marriott. I have been here for 3 days. I've been able to sample some of the restaurants. I've had breakfast in bed and basically use this as my home base as I've been exploring the UNESCO site of Taxila, just outside the city, and exploring the different monuments and wonderful places to visit when you're in Islamabad. Now, the location, wait, I'm gonna turn you around. There is a very famous restaurant here called the Monol that's up in the hills, and it's the only independent restaurant that I'm going to be recommending in my luxury guide to Islamabad. You can actually see it from my room. Hold on. The view is amazing from my room, but let's see. Right up there, can we see it? More or less. Is the Monol. It just takes about 20-ish minutes, 25 maybe. Hold on. Oh my God, where are you? Well, I hope I'm straight enough. Let's see. Anyway, as you can see, the location is perfect. And all of the different monuments, like all you have to do is go down the street. I think it's a straight shot to Faisal Mosque from here. It's very centrally located. Oh, before anything, I'm Angela Carson. I've arrived to Pakistan for 50 days of luxury travel reviews and cultural and heritage experiences. And I'll be sharing city guides and fun day trips and personal vlogs here. I would love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, let's get into this. These are my last moments in Islamabad, and I've spent them in just the most relaxing way, and breakfast was divine. Because I normally have various food reviews set up, I don't generally eat everything, but I will tell you, there was a miscommunication with what I thought I was ordering and what came with one item. I'm pretty sure it's a cooked muesli. I've never had that before in my life. It is now, I think, my favorite breakfast food. The breakfast was lovely. It was very relaxing. I watched some travel videos by Eva Zubek, her Syria content while I was eating brekkie, and just chilled before my big day traveling out of Islamabad. Now, if you've come to Islamabad on business or you're coming to Islamabad on business, chances are you might be looking at the Marriott. This is a primarily business hotel. And when I say that, it does change the room. So for me, I'm a leisure traveler, not really a business traveler. And I had wanted a suite with a bathtub, but this is a business hotel, and business people generally don't take time to leisurely have a bath and like use this as their pampering spot. So you'll find that the rooms are different, but they're very pretty. I don't know when the renovation took place, but you can tell that the rooms have been recently renovated. I'm in an executive level, I don't remember the room category, but I'm on the executive floor. And the room is very bright and friendly. It's got quite of a swank feel to it, quite chic. And in the bathroom, the lighting was fantastic. I could get ready in there, which I can't always do because the lighting for women putting on makeup isn't always great. It was. They also have wonderful linens and the attention to detail on everything that you'd expect from Marriott. Now, as far as the food and beverage, you are going to be spoiled for choice. I think they have 7 F&B outlets, and it ranges from the lobby lounge where you can, get teas and just kind of refuel and meet up with people and your normal lobby lounge stuff, to an Italian restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, a American steakhouse restaurant, Japanese. That is as far as I memorized because I only had time to go to 2 of them. I had quite a hectic schedule, so forgive me. But let's start with Jason's, which I had on my first night here. Now, the couple of days prior, I had thought I had a cold coming on, not COVID, but a cold. Because it's quite cold in Islamabad, and hold on. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying, Jason? Oh, I thought I was getting a cold because I've been living in Indonesia and Malaysia. I haven't even worn a jacket in about 3 years. It's damn cold here, which is why I chose it first. I'm going to warmer places now after this. But when I arrived, I kind of wanted some like comfort food, soul food. And for me, that's what I remember from, you know, my mom's baked potatoes or mashed potatoes and dad's barbecued steaks. So I went to Jason's, the steakhouse. It is intimate. There are a couple of private dining, there's two private dining areas where they can pull the curtains. So to me, that means that's where you could bring wine in or spirits, because you have to consume those behind closed doors or closed curtain. So I did sit in the back booth. I did not have any booze with me. Really haven't found a wine shop yet. I've got to get on that. But the food was delicious. I had a prawn ceviche to start, and that was lovely. Very different with jalapenos and like bigger chunks instead of finely chopped bits. I also had, what else did I have? Oh, I think I had that and then just my main, which was a nice big juicy ribeye steak. I got the 8-ounce ribeye and then a baked potato fully loaded like mom used to do. And that set me just right. It was perfect. I didn't want dessert, but they had some nice desserts too. So you'll have a great time at Jason's. Now, the other restaurant that I indulged in was Sakura, which is the Japanese restaurant. And as you can see here, it is lovely. There's a back wall that is a cascading waterfall, and into there's like a moat or a trough down. What is that? I don't know the name of what to call that. Down below, and there's fish swimming around with pebbles, and so it's quite pretty. There's again, I think it's 2 private rooms. So again, you could bring wine or sake or whatever you'd like. I would pre-plan that, especially if I was here on business and entertaining. And if you're entertaining Japanese people, alcohol is a must and gifts are a must, and there are protocols, and you would want to pre-plan all of that. So just know you need to bring it. Now, on that note, here is today's alcohol update, because in all of the videos I'm sharing the availability, and here there is none. Hey guys, quick update. So the staff member who told me everything about the alcohol did not tell me accurate information. I learned by the GM on my way out that there was alcohol I could have done for in-room. And in the past, they did have a bar that was discreet and respectful. It's closed now, but alcohol is absolutely available on the property for for foreign guests only, not local, and done in a very respectful and proper way. So that is good news. Now, there's also a gym that offers massage, but I wanted to experience the spa, but it's not a spa. So they do massage. So if you are road weary, you're going to be covered. I bet they probably do in-room massage as well, which is always very convenient, because if it's not a spa, I bet that that's on offer. So that's perfect, just to kind of get all that jet lag off and your travel woes. So that's perfect. The staff are also very, very helpful and just lovely. I had an issue when I first checked in, and the staff went well and beyond to try and help me. I also am still, if you've been following the videos and aren't just catching this one, my eye swelled up. Oh, sorry, this side. My eye swelled up. The second day I was doing my set of 5 flights to get to Islamabad, and I needed to get some different medication, and the staff within 30 minutes had sent someone out to the pharmacy after I wrote down exactly what I needed, and they came back and I was able to just pay for that with cash in the moment, but they could put that on your bill and just make it really easy. So that was super convenient. Thanks again, guys, for doing that. It was nice not to have to go off property to do that myself. Well, I think that's it. It was a short stay here at Marriott, but as always, just a wonderful experience. I am off to Islamabad now for a few days, And then after that, it's Lahore, and another whole month of exploring that is going to end in Balochistan. And I have a 10-day solo road trip, just me and a car and driver, going through Balochistan to places that until now have been undocumented by foreign YouTubers, and I'm super excited I'm just excited to experience it, but it's going to be wonderful to be able to share that as well, because these are remote places that until recently were unavailable to foreigners to even visit. Pakistan is a beautiful country. If you are heading to Islamabad, definitely check out the Marriott here, guys. The rooms are very pretty. You'll be very happy with the location, and the guest services here are just lovely. All right, I will see you in the next video. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and never stop wandering, friends. Bye.